So it's been over, wow, decade and a half since the last Matrix film, Matrix Revolutions, came out in 2003. And now there's news of Matrix 4 is a go. And we're going to be seeing the return of Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss in their respective roles as Neo and Trinity. Now, Lana Wachowski, who formerly is known as Larry Wachowski, will be directing the film. And don't know if her, I guess you could say, sister now, formerly Andy Wachowski, now known as Lily Wachowski. So confusing. But don't know what to think about it, because the first film is a sci-fi classic. Love the film. I watch it every now and then. I look at snippets of the scenes on YouTube, and every time I see the classic scenes that I love from the film, it just really brings me back to when I first saw the film, how mind blowing it was, and what a different type of concept it was for a film of its kind. Then they, I guess, wanted to milk it, and they did back to back filming of both Reloaded and Revolutions. And in my opinion, those two are crap. They really went too deep into the philosophy and thing about the Oracle. Was too much focus on her and her inane babble, and how stuff that she was saying was just like, what did you just say? Really ain't making a lot of sense. And the fight scenes where that should be epic weren't. They just Revolutions. There's that scene he had fighting with Agent Smith, and it just went on and on and on and on, uh, and really was just a disappointment. And you know, don't know if anybody really wanted to see another Matrix film after the flop of the other two. I'm not saying financially flop, but totally flopped with a lot of people who loved the first film. But I came upon an article, and it says that the Matrix sequel is well, not sequel, but the fourth film in the Matrix franchise is a go. And let's bring up the article here, and I'm going to talk about it. And it's courtesy of Variety, uh, by Justin Kroll. To give the gentleman, credit. Matrix 4 officially a go with Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Lana Wachowski. It's an exclusive. And like I said, bringing these guys back together. And my thing is that Carrie-Anne Moss's character died in Revolutions, and I guess it's because of the fact that they create all these, you know, I don't know if you call it like replicants, or you call them, replicants. Or replicants are from, I believe, from, you know, um, Blade Runner. But I digress. So let's get on with the article. Get ready to re-enter the Matrix. Lana Wachowski is set to write and direct a fourth film set in the world of the Matrix, with Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss reprising their roles as Neo and Trinity, respectively. Warner Brothers Pictures and Village Roadshow Pictures will produce and globally distribute the film. Warner Brothers Picture Group Chairman Toby Emmerich made the announcement on Tuesday. We could not be more excited to be re-entering the Matrix with Lana, said Emmerich. Lana is a true visionary, a singular and original creative filmmaker, and we are thrilled that she is writing, directing, and producing this new chapter in the Matrix universe. In addition to Wachowski, the script was also written by Alexander Hemmon, and David Mitchell. Wachowski is also producing with Grant Hill. Sources say the film is eyed to begin production at the top of 2020. Warner Brothers has been trying for the last couple of years to find a way to get back into the Matrix universe, but a holdup over producing rights slowed the project down. Over the past couple of months, the studio saw an opportunity to ramp up development, with Reeves boasting a strong summer that included box office hits John Wick 3 and Toy Story 4, and a script from Wachowski that drummed up excitement. Plot details are currently unknown, as is how the role of Morpheus will be handled, originally played by Lawrence Fishburne. Some sources say the role may be recast for a younger take. The three previous films, The Matrix Reloaded, and The Matrix Revolutions, have collectively earned more than 1.6 billion at the global box office. All three were written and directed by Lana and her sister Lily, and starred Reeves and Moss. Many of the ideas Lily and I explored 20 years ago about our reality are even more relevant now. I am very happy to have these characters back in my life and grateful for another chance to work with my brilliant friends, Wachowski said. First Matrix had its 20th anniversary this year, marked by special screenings at select AMC locations starting on August 30. Now, you see, right there has me worried. You know, they're talking about, plot details are currently unknown, which is, of course, natural because it's still early in development. But they're looking as to how they're going to handle the role of Morpheus. Of course, originally played by Lawrence Fishburne, and we've seen Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves have a Matrix reunion in the John Wick films, and they're talking about how some sources say the role may be recast for a younger take. Now, if they say younger take, does this mean a an agenda take? Are they going to look at making Morpheus a female? Remember, we have two transgendered women at the helm. Well, you have one of them in Lana Wachowski. And she has some comments in the past, and you definitely know, if I'm not mistaken, I could be, that she's all about female empowerment and all the other things that go along with the current climate now in Hollywood. I even made a joke that Tessa Thompson is she going to be cast for the role of Morpheus? And how about Carrie-Anne Moss? I said this a little bit earlier, but she died in the film, and she was a favorite character. A lot of people liked her. A lot of people really thought of her as a strong woman without having to tell you she's a strong woman. Nowadays, they have to tell you that she's a strong woman. I mean, how about you let your actions speak louder? Because actions speak louder than words. How about you let your actions speak instead of telling us that you are? But my thing is that I just hope that they can bring Lawrence Fishburne back because he's Morpheus. I'm sorry, but you cannot cast that. What is the point of casting one role, for the purpose of, you know, bringing in a younger generation, a younger, for a younger take? I mean, they're gonna recast it for a younger take. Like, is it going to be a younger Morpheus? Somehow in the Matrix universe, you're going to see that. I mean, Carrie-Anne Moss bringing her back. Are they going to, do a thing because they're able to, you know, reproduce these babies, and we saw how it was done in the Matrix and all that stuff, and they could easily recreate her in the Matrix, and bring her back. Is it going to be something where there's a different thing in the Matrix that will bring her back? It's really kind of a thing that they're going to definitely have to look into, and they have to do it really, really well and carefully approach that because you know it's something where it cannot be silly. It can't be just oh, we got her back, and oh, here she is. and there's no backstory. There's no reason how she's back now. I have a feeling that this film may indeed be woke because of the fact that they have Lana Wachowski at the helm. Now, we knew her and her sister when they were the Wachowski brothers, an up and coming filmmaking duo. And they're responsible not only for the Matrix films, but also for V for Vendetta and others. And very revolutionary visions that these two had. They really were amongst the brother filmmaking teams out there. They were really at the top, and very in demand. And of course, now they've gone through their changes, and they're both now transgender women, and they're still married to their wives, and all that's just really, really out there. And I'm not familiar with that type of world, but whatever, to each his own. And I'm pretty sure this makes them happy. Okay, that's cool, But I just gotta see what happens now with their vision. I mean, they still have their vision in the filming and how they approach their films, but their vision meaning now that they're coming from the world of being transgender and know how it is now in Hollywood and even in our world where people are really looking to make these their type of people and women and all that the feminist agenda and all that stuff. They want that to be in the forefront. They want to make stronger women, stronger female characters, stronger transgendered characters, LGBTQ, and all that. So I wonder how that's going to affect the Matrix. The fourth film that's now a go. I'm interested. I'm gonna look and whenever they drop that first trailer and see where it's at. It'll be great to see Keanu Reeves back in that role. I love Carrie Ann Moss, and I think that she was just perfect as, Trinity. And when she died, it was a real sad thing because it's like she was really a favorite character. And I remember in the theater watching the film and people gasping in the theater just because it's just like they didn't expect it. They didn't expect that she was going to die. At that time, there wasn't any social media or anything, so nobody really knew. Nobody really knew that she was going to die. So let's see what happens when they bring them back, and they're a little bit older now. Keanu is in his late 50s, maybe mid to late 50s now, and don't know how old Carrie Ann is. And, we'll just see, what happens when Matrix 4, when we start seeing some more articles about it and more news drops, and then we finally see that first teaser, maybe, if not a trailer, a teaser. But that's my thoughts on the whole Matrix 4 news that just broke on Tuesday. Let me know what you think down below. What do you think about the possibility now that the Matrix is going to continue now, and what's going to happen? Are they bringing back these guys just to pass the torch to a younger generation of people in the Matrix? And they're going to continue it on. I mean, who knows? Anyway, this is my video. And for those of you who stopped by and watched my video, I thank you very much. I appreciate it. And in closing, and as always, take care.